Yeah. That's not going to work. It's not one or the other. Let's take a straw poll. Does that make sense to people? Just vote how many people we have for each one. All right. So starting time morning. Raise your hand. One. If you want the morning to have the starting time. Three. Yeah, 3 for the morning. 3 people want the morning to start. The march to start in the morning. All right. How about midday? That's like 11 o'clock to like 3 o'clock. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Raise your hand to make sure they're up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 3 online. 9.
And 3 online.
3 online. So that's 13 for.
That's 12. 9 and 3 is 12.
Okay. Yeah. 12. All right. Now for the evening, that's like after 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. How many people want that to be the time? Anything me? Raise your hand up, please. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay. So that's it. 2 online and 2 online. So it'll be
Evening.
It's evening now.
Okay, let's narrow that down.
So now let's narrow down. What sort of like late afternoon, evening we're talking about. All right. How many people want it before 5?
What time do you want it to end? Because you want to go for some hours. You don't want to.
We're going to set on a start time first, and then we'll move to other stuff.
I like this gentleman's
He's the facilitator? Yeah.
Can we do some discussion about the times rather than just
okay.
Let's rather than voting?
All right. Everyone wants to discuss the proposal, has an idea what time you should do it. Raise your hand, and we'll do a stack, and we'll have some discussion.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's it. Okay. 1. Go ahead.
The reason I voted for mornings was I believe that the peak time is 4 to 8 or whatever that you said. But certainly from the standpoint of onlookers, we're going to look pretty lazy and uncommitted, not starting until 4 and quitting after 4 hours. So, I would have voted for 9 to 6, but I just throw that out there.
And number 2.
Remember 6 o'clock is media time. So if you don't want to start so late, then it becomes a problem in terms of media time.
Great. I just work on the strip, and I tell you, 4 o'clock is a really great time. There's a lot of people out. That's when they're out. And if you want to hit people, that's where you want to hit them. And there's also a couple conventions in town next week. There's like 27,000, like 8, there's a few conventions. There's going to be a lot of people. The convention's break around 5. They'll be coming back to the hotels. And it won't make media time, but you'll get a lot of exposure from a lot of people.
I agree completely on the media time. I think it's huge if we get it that night, if we get exposure that night. Obviously, we can get the media to reach out and make sure we get some people there. Also, another thing to keep in mind is the sun. Starting a little later in the day is great for keeping cool, but it also means that it's harder to get us on camera. And we want to be able to have as many images and as many videos coming out of this as possible. This is an outreach effort. I think we all kind of agree on this. This is a chance for us to make the splash, make the ripple. So whenever it is that we decide on, I'd really love us to try to keep in mind media and lighting and basically what our purpose is for this, which is to make noise, which is to create a buzz. And the convention's 100%. When those get out at 5 o'clock, that is going to throw a lot of people on the street. The day in Las Vegas Strip does not start until about 5.
Number 5. Who's number 5?
No 5? Were you 5?
Well, yeah, I was just going to think maybe move it up to like 3 o'clock. So what time? Is that good? How many hours you want to be out there?
It depends on how many people are going to do.
I like this gentleman's idea where if people want to come early, they can come early and hang out there. It's a very high-profile spot.
And I was thinking more in terms of a designated assembly time, but on the other hand, in listening to some of the arguments that I've heard, perhaps say between, again, an assembly time, not for instance where media or the various teams as well can also start to work and coordinating events on the ground, what have you, of about, say, between 2 to 3 o'clock. march itself starting at around 4 p.m. But this is a suggestion only.
Can I add to that? I think that it must be before 4 because many people are working in the casino, the shift ends at 4. So not at 4 because everybody might leave early. So if it's before 4 and we have enough people, people who's leaving from work, they're going to see us and maybe they say, oh, I'm going to come back, or I'm going to stay with them.
Mine's actually a legal question. Can we assemble outside New York, New York? Is that, how long will we just stand there? Okay.
Let's get a new stack. Everyone raise your hand who wants to discuss this more, and I think we should be last stack before we make a concrete decision about what time. I mean, I'm kind of feeling people like earlier as opposed to later, but I haven't heard anything different.
By the way, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. So everyone wants to speak, and keep in mind that earlier is sort of the emerging consensus. So you're 1, who else? 2, 3. All right. Anyone else? All right.
To make it done, I like the being on the strip during the evening when they're getting out. I propose maybe start at 3 o'clock, keep it going past 4 and 5 when rush hour is going. I want to caution people about showing up early though when you're alone down there. For people with a sign that says I hate Wall Street or something. Make sure to reflect capitalism. You'll get possibly accosted if we're not all in a group. We want lone people hanging out.
I just want to say, I like late day, early evening, just because we're going to be out there for a couple hours, right? And if you do the loop, then you would get that whole 5 to 8 time frame while we're going anyway, and people can always come in. If you want a midpoint, you can get people coming in anyway.
Okay, a couple of points. First of all, and I'm sure the women will understand this. If we start too late, there's drunks, they grow, and if it's not a large group, there's not a whole lot of protection for us. So,
Not at broad daylight at 4 o'clock in the
guys, please don't interrupt me. Yes, men do grow in broad daylight in groups, believe me. And also, if we start at a peak time with small numbers, we're going to disappear if the strip is really crowded.
So, all right, that's the end of the stack. I think we're sort of down to like 3 or 4 as a starting point. Does that sound right, people? Do we want to vote on 2 also? 2, 3, and 4?
Yes.
All right, so let's vote on 2. How many people, wait, options are 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and 4 o'clock. How many people want 2 o'clock as the starting time?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Thursday?
14. 1 on 1. 15 on Thursday.
All right, and how many people want 3 o'clock on Thursday?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. All right. 19.
How many people want 4 o'clock on Thursday?
1, 2, 3, 4.
That's there.
Okay, hands again.
For 4 o'clock on Thursday?
I need hands, otherwise it's not going to be counted. 4.
What did they get? 4 o'clock on Thursday.
4 o'clock on Thursday, raise your hand if you want the mark of 4 o'clock starting Thursday and New York. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on online. 4. Okay, 1 online. Yeah, 5.
6? All right, so I think we have a position about 4 o'clock.